Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Elusive, back again with another video. And in this video, I have an insane class setup using the new FJX HORUS submachine gun. Honestly, this submachine gun has a fast fire rate and a lot of speed. This weapon only lacks in one category, and that's its recoil control. This thing has so much shake and movement that you have to build it around recoil for it to be viable at anywhere between medium and long range, because it has so much recoil it's hard to control. Honestly, I built an insane no recoil HORUS class setup, and I end up dropping an MGB with this weapon. So if you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like and sub if you're new. But now that's over, let's get into this FJX HORUS class setup. Then let's get into the MGB gameplay right after. For the first attachment, I was running the 48 round mag. The reason I ran this is because its normal clip size is 32. And honestly, 32 bullets is not enough. This thing has an extreme fast fire rate, and 32 rounds is gone in like 2 seconds. I'm talking like MP7 / fire rate. And everyone knows MP7's normal clip size was like 40. And then you can use like the 50 and 60 for the bonus. But this thing has the same fire rate, but has 32 bullets. Like your entire clip's gone in seconds. So you have to run the 48 most definitely for this gun. For the second attachment, I was running the Bruin Pivot vertical grip. The reason I ran this was for more gun kick control, vertical recoil control, aiming idle sway, and firing aiming stability. So it's making it to where I'm standing still and aiming, my gun doesn't sway as much. My firing aiming stability makes it to where my gun doesn't shake as much when I'm shooting it, which you get a lot with this gun. And the vertical recoil is making it to where my gun doesn't go vertical when I'm shooting it. And the gun kick control is also making it to where my gun doesn't shake a lot when I'm shooting it as well. This is one of the main attachments to help out with this recoil pattern. I wanted to run the Bruin heavy, but you literally cannot run underbarrels, majority of the underbarrels, without having a barrel on or a specific barrel. Like you literally cannot put on any underbarrels without having a barrel on, and it has to be like a certain barrel. So it does require a lot of stuff because some attachments are literally locked behind other attachments for this gun. For the third attachment, I was running the compensated flash hider muzzle. The reason I ran this was for more control, firing aiming stability, and shortens radar ping. So it's making my gun more accurate while I'm shooting, and it's making it to where I'm not on radar as long after I'm done shooting. Definitely the best thing. This helps out with this vertical recoil control and this horizontal a little bit, because like I said, this gun definitely needs it. For the fourth attachment, I was running the Sign 9 long barrel. The reason I ran this was for more bullet velocity and range, aiming idle sway, and firing aiming stability. So as I mentioned before, my gun doesn't sway as much when I'm standing still and aiming. Firing aiming stability makes it to where my gun doesn't shake a lot when I'm shooting it, and the bullet velocity and range makes it to where my gun hits harder range and connects to my opponents faster. And as I mentioned before, all those underbarrels that you guys saw were locked. You literally can't run them unless you have this barrel on. And for the fifth and final attachment, I was running the Jack glassless optic. Honestly, you can run any optic you like. The reason I ran this one is because it's like an ELO sight while also helping out my firing aiming stability. So it's making it to where my gun doesn't shake as much, and it's also making it to where I have better visuals without having like a big clunky optic in the way, or having the top or the outside optic being very thick to where you can't really see if people are around that spot. So I just ran this one because it's an ELO and it also gives firing aiming stability. But yeah, anyways, let me know guys' thoughts down in the comments about this FJX HORUS class setup, and what do you guys want to see me post up on next. But now that that's over, let's get into this insane MGB gameplay using this HORUS class setup. Alrighty guys, I just spawned into a late game and made an insane class setup on the new SMG, which is called the FJX HORUS. I think that's what it's called, the FJX HORUS. I'm gonna just call it the HORUS, bruh, but that's just too much. And honestly, oh wait, I forgot to turn off my speakers. Alright, they're off. Honestly, the only thing this gun really lacks in is its recoil control, bruh. Its recoil control is the weakness on this gun, which is why I kind of built around that, because its speed was good, but its recoil was absolute cheeks. Like doo-doo butter. Like there was nothing I can do to like only run speed, like run like how I usually do my classes with like hybrids. Could not do it with this gun, bruh. This gun had to be built a lot around like recoil control, because it had speed, but its recoil control was atrocious, and its iron sight is pretty terrible, brother. But other than that, the gun's not too bad. Definitely good close range. Probably one of the best close range since it has such a fast fire. It kind of reminds me of, I can't recall what gun it is, but it feels more like a machine pistol. It feels more like a machine pistol than a submachine gun, but it kind of gives me like a MP7 vibe, so like no barrel. Because you know how the MP7 is like kind of small without having any attachments on it? This gun gives me like that vibes. Like the MP7. But like no attachment type vibes. And there's a lot of attachments on this gun that you literally cannot run. Like a lot of the attachments are blocked on this gun. Like if you have no attachments on, you literally cannot put a muzzle on. And you can't put a majority of the underbarrels on. Until you slap on a barrel, honestly. So you're kind of forced to run a barrel, honestly, on this gun. Or you won't be able to run a muzzle. And you also can't run underbarrels, majority of the underbarrels. EMP him. Ooh, that was a little nice angle. Heck nah, Felicia. I was pre-shooting you. EMP system, gotta love it. Oh, that was close. I love that EMP system though. Ammo. I was trying to throw the ammo, but they just start spawning in front of me. Gun is nasty. I don't know what else to tell you. There's the nuke. I didn't realize I was so close. Thought it was gonna take longer. Nope. It did not just go through the window for me. At least I got the nuke. That's all that matters. Its advantages are like close range, like conflicts without head glitches. If you don't have any attachments towards like its recoil control. But after its recoil control, it could actually put in some work against people on head glitches, medium range and stuff. It can still kill long range because of its controlled recoil. But it's still at a disadvantage due to its more of its damage range. And its recoil still not like non-existent like other submachine guns. You can kind of make the recoil non-existent. This gun still has recoil even if you build towards recoil. You just kind of gotta know how to control its recoil pattern to make it look like it has no recoil. Like how I'm doing. But this gun has like a weird vertical to the right kick. It has a lot of that. Like if you guys test it in the firing range with no attachments on, you'll see that the gun, it doesn't just go up and to the right. It goes back and forth as it goes up to the right, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like ziggles. Ziggles. Like a zigzag. Of course, it's most likely still going to get beaten by the Ram 9 due to the Ram 9 has extremely fast fire rate and has great damage range and zero recoil, and you don't even have to control it yourself. You can just rely on the gun's recoil pattern and control. So, of course, this gun is still at a disadvantage at that type of perspective. But it could still put in some work, definitely, if you're controlling its recoil. But I probably wouldn't say challenge a gun long range with this thing if they're on a head glitch. Due to its damage range is going to be a lot worse, and you're kind of going to have to burst fire it to keep your shot consistent long range. Majority of times you don't want to go full auto anyways with someone range. And he chased, of course. I know the server be playing sometimes. I probably need some feeds. Alright, I'm probably about to call out the nuke. I just straight sold. See how I'm still making the gun laser, even at this distance? I tell you, brother. These dudes, bro. Alright, let me call out the nuke. Get nuked, my boys! By the new submachine gun that's beyond disgusting. Where's this nuke? There it is. Somewhere over here. Couldn't see it. How the heck did he get all the kills from my MGB? I know y'all just saw that. 92 kills, bruh. This thing was slapping. And the crazy part is I literally just unlocked it last game. And it was already maxed. Like I said, I picked it up every single time I found it on the floor. I had it at level 17. And it goes to 18. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to slap on the post notifications so you miss the latest and greatest videos. And I'll see you later, guys. Peace.